Hello everybody, my name is Edson and welcome to a brand new video. This is a 5-part series. This is my pre-E3 coverage. It's something that I've just enjoyed doing over the last few years. I think I missed last year because I wasn't really recording videos, but the years before I'd made some videos around E3, my favourite time of the year. And if you guys don't know, E3 is the expo that used to be industry only and industry professionals only, but now they've opened it up to the public and you have the big of the big in game companies showing off what they do, all their upcoming games, all of everything like that. Loads of releases, there's loads of press conferences. This year it's a little bit turned down. There's not as many people there as before, and that is because Sony are missing out. But we're going to produce and show you guys 5 videos. First being today, which is EA, covering everything that I expect to happen in the EA conference. All of my predictions. Then tomorrow we have the Bethesda predictions. The day after that we have the Ubisoft predictions. The day after that Microsoft/Xbox. And for the final day, the predictions, well, lack of predictions for the Sony/PlayStation conference, which isn't happening. And just talking about that really and showing you guys and explaining why they're not attending and my theory as to why they're not attending. So expect those videos for the next 5 days. Sit down, relax, and enjoy the pre-E3 predictions talk. So today we're focusing on EA, Electronic Arts, the first company in the modern era that sort of like stepped away from the E3 conference. They do their own thing in LA, right near E3, that's open to the public for a few days around E3. So it's still part of E3. They still do the conference before E3 starts, but literally the day before. So they're still part of E3, but just not actually at the conference or doing something at the conference. It's their own thing, and it's called EA Play, and they've done this for the past few years, and it's been very successful. So this year, there's not as many quote-unquote big surprises that I think is going to happen. With EA, I think quite a lot of it is scripted quite nicely and we know what the majority of the things are going to be talking about. To start off with, we have Respawn Entertainment. I'm going to focus on what they're doing and what they're working on with EA. The first of which is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Now, this is an upcoming Star Wars game, single player, which is being developed obviously by Respawn Entertainment. Now, we know the release date is 2019. They haven't specified the exact release date. I expect the release date to be announced during EA Play, and I expect us to have a pretty lengthy gameplay trailer because we've had other trailers so far. So that's the next logical step, unless it's delayed, but I doubt it's delayed. There's been no talk of it being delayed. So 2019, we should get the date, and we should also see a lengthy gameplay trailer. On top of that, there's the 2 other big things for Respawn at the minute, and that is Apex Legends, which is a massively popular battle royale game which they've launched, and I expect more news about that during the EA Play conference. I'm not entirely sure what, but there'll be some news, maybe like announcing the next battle pass, announcing like a collaboration within the game from like another game or another thing, another entity. I'm not entirely sure, but something will be announced for Apex Legends. It'll be there, it'll be talked about. Something new, I'm not entirely sure what. Maybe a new map, maybe some new modes, maybe duos and singles, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But last but not least, you have Titanfall 3, or a spin-off of Titanfall. They've released 2 so far, and because of how successful Apex Legends was, it's just the next logical step for them, because Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is going to be released this year, so it's relatively close to completion. Apex Legends is out. They've obviously got a team working on that constantly, but they're working on something else. The next logical thing will be a new Titanfall, so I just expect that. If you're expecting a third and final piece from Respawn, I could see it happening. I could see him talking about it, showing like a teaser trailer or something like that. Then you have the bread and butter of the EA Play conference, and that is the sport games. You have FIFA, Madden, NBA, NHL, all of these games. They're there every year. They're talked about every year. They showcase the new features, they showcase the new modes, the new storylines within the game, everything like that. Any new partnerships and all of that, they'll get talked about. They'll be there. They'll have the dedicated segment, and everyone, like myself with the FIFA franchise, everyone that likes those games, expect them to be there again because they're always there. They always talk about them. They always showcase them. They'll be there. Nothing really new there. Obviously, they'll show the new things, but there's no surprise there. I can't see. Last year, there was a bit of a big surprise with the Champions League partnership with FIFA, but apart from that, I don't think there'll be too many big surprises with them. They'll showcase the new games, and everyone will get excited as per. Following that, you have The Sims 4. I wouldn't expect anything new in terms of a new game or anything like that. A lot of people are speculating that, but my theory on it is the Sims model is a lot more, especially with modern gaming where games are releasing in constant development. The Sims definitely lends itself to that, and with them bringing out expansion packs this year, even last month as early as, I don't expect anything in terms of a new game for a very long time, maybe a couple of years. There's definitely still expansions still to come for this game, so maybe expect some expansion news, maybe developer road update, something like that. Who knows? But I wouldn't expect a new game. Following that, you have DICE, a staple for EA conferences, but that's really it. I don't really expect them to be talking about too much with the failures of Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefield recently releasing the Firestorm Battle Royale game mode. I don't expect anything new to be announced from them. I think they're just going to bide their time, maybe release like a road plan for the Firestorm game mode, the Battle Royale game mode, and that should be about it for DICE. This is probably the 1 year that they're going to sort of just let everyone else take the forefront, let Respawn, let Dragon Age and all of them take the forefront, and just step back and just work on whatever they're working on and probably come back hard next year. PopCap are the makers of Plants vs. Zombies. They will probably be there as one of the quote-unquote surprises. It's not really a surprise. Everyone's predicting that they're going to be there this year, and it's about time for them to release a new game. So expect a new Plants vs. Zombies game, expect a gameplay trailer, expect a release date, like they've done in the past conferences when they've shown the new game off. They announce the game, they show the gameplay, and they announce the release date normally. And then there's two more things that I can see happening. One is confirmed, and that's Dragon Age 4. At the Game Awards 2018, back at the end of last year, they released a teaser trailer for the new Dragon Age game, and I would expect probably a longer trailer. I wouldn't hold your breath on gameplay trailer. Maybe there's going to be a gameplay trailer, who knows? But BioWare will definitely be there. They'll be showcasing this. They may even showcase it more throughout the conference, show like another trailer or something like that. But I'd expect something at the EA conference and expect them to maybe even show you the release date or something like that. But they'll definitely be there. That'll be one of the big surprises. They'll probably end off with that. And last but not least, one that could happen, doubtful, is Ghost Games, the new majority stakeholders in the Need for Speed franchise. They may be showcasing something. They may be talking about the next game. They may even give you like just a little cinematic shots or something like that, announcing the next game, where it's going to be, where it's going to take place, anything like that. Or they may not. It may be a little bit too early for them. It might be, but you can fingers crossed. Maybe they'll be there. Maybe they'll showcase something. And hopefully Need for Speed might be there. And that's it. That's everything I can predict for the EA Play conference. I always hold my breath just slightly, just for a little bit of Skate news, but I've given up on the Skate 4. Skate is one of my favourite franchises of all time. Skate 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. And I always hope that EA announce a new Skate game. But over the past few years, I've just given up. I've got like a 0.001% that lives in hope, but I just don't think it's ever going to happen. So who knows, maybe this is the year, but I very much doubt it. Let me know what you think of all of these in the comments down below. Let me know what you're most looking forward to in the EA Play conference. Let me know if you think I've missed anything. I always miss something. I try to do as much research as possible, but there's always something that I do miss. So if any of you guys think anything is going to get announced, or if I've missed anything off the list, then let me know in the comments down below. We can discuss it, and thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Take care.